Coffee is the best natural drug in the world and has various health benefits. It is also the most tested drug in the world. And also, coffee is the #1 stimulation that increases productivity and flow. But honestly, 99% of people miss something crucial. And the big problem a lot of people are doing is they overconsume coffee. They're starting with one single cup, couple of hours a second, then the third, then the fourth, and somehow they get the last cup of coffee at like 4 p.m. or something after the afternoon dip. And with any other imbalance, if we consume too much of something, it becomes unhealthy. And this also comes down to coffee. The good thing about coffee, it cuts off emotions. So for example, when we in the morning feel groggy or we don't really feel motivated to work and we drink our first cup of coffee, we get this high. We're like, oh my God, we can do everything. We get this feeling of productivity and etc. Right? So coffee cuts off emotions. So when we, for example, experience in the morning some grogginess, we're a bit unhappy, tired, whatsoever. And when we drink coffee, we get this extremely high. Everything feels amazing, work gets amazing, we get into this flow state. But the problem is when we overconsume caffeine, this raises up our cortisol and also our threshold. Means we need always more coffee. And then doing it after months and maybe years, I don't know how much coffee we actually need per day. So the thing I would like to give you in this short video is we need a break of coffee, and ideally every 3 months, means every quarter. And we should also not consume coffee 10 hours prior to sleeping. So many people who listen to the Andrew Huberman podcast know this already or read the book from Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep, that caffeine is blocking off adenosine, means we are not building up this tiredness and we either cannot fall asleep or we are not deeply asleep. So we should really be considering not drinking coffee 10 hours before sleeping. And yes, we all know, or you probably can feel it, that if you have a good rest or a good night of sleep, you feel better, you feel more happy, you would need less coffee. But the thing is, if we don't really sleep a lot, no amount of caffeine or coffee will help us to get our stuff done. What is the solution? So we want to slowly increase our caffeine. Let's say you have never drank coffee before. We slowly want to build up our caffeine threshold. Means, let's say first month you drink 1 cup of coffee. Then the second month you drink 2 cups of coffee. And then the third month you drink already 3 cups of coffee. And still in this time of 10 hours before sleeping. So let's say you wake up at 6, drink the first coffee at 7:30, then the second at, let's say 9 or 10, and then the last one around 12. And then you go to bed at like 10, ideally. So that's how I'm consuming it when we are already getting into the third month. And then after that, we do a 7-day break. Yes, you heard me right. Exactly 7 days. Why is that? Because 7 days is perfect to bring our caffeine threshold down again and kind of like starting from new. So always when I do it every 2 or 3 months, I really feel like after these 7 days of no coffee, also no matcha, no black tea, and also no Coca-Cola. So, and not okay, I'm not saying that here on YouTube because I don't want to get this video blocked. So, because I feel like that is something a lot of people are missing out on, like not drinking coffee. And after the 7 days, we can start with 1 coffee. And honestly, the first cup of coffee after the 7-day stop period feels like the first cup of coffee of your entire life. And you get this kick and this productivity boost and this flow state. And honestly, where I have that, I have this in a flow research collection from Stephen Kotler and Ryan Doris, and they're coaching big names. And also I think they coached Elon Musk. So that's something what I was looking a lot to, and I was like, honestly, it changed my life and the way how I consume coffee. So test it out for yourself. And if you want to learn more or interested in my newsletter or my 90-day challenge, where we build and grow a business which you love and you feel motivated waking up and you have a feel deep of passion, link is everything down below. And yeah, everything is combined in one link below, so you can really see everything. And yeah, most of the stuff I do is for free, so check the link down below and see you guys in my next video. Bye.